Hey everyone, welcome back to Coco's Kingdom. It's been 8 months since I made a video. I just honestly haven't been actively working on making videos or even thinking about ideas. But today I figured I had the energy to do a quick update, just a mini tour, and get everyone back on track about what's happening in the kingdom. So a ton has changed. There's so many things that I haven't been updating about or even keeping track of or even sharing on my Instagram. I'll just do a quick explanation about what's going on and what's what. I think the biggest thing is I pretty much flipped the fish room around. It's not the same as the last tour. I got rid of a lot of tanks and I set up a few new ones too. I did get the gecko terrariums finished, which are those two. However, for the third gecko, I still haven't gotten an Exoterra to put on this level right here. And in terms of her build, I wanted to use excavator clay, which I got a few bags of instead of the inserts. For me, I do really like the enrichment that the inserts give. It gives a nice look as well, but however, I'm just not happy with how unnatural it looks. I think I want to just get more of a similar look to more deserty instead of like artificial. What else? I also set up an Isopod Rack, which I did share that on Instagram. I got a new frog tank, which they're right here on my desk. I'll share that. And I have tried moving most of my plants to 2 places just so I can keep track of them. So they're right here in my room, and then I got a new rack in the fish room, and so there's just 2 racks of the IKEA ones against the wall. There's still a lot of planning going on. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I'm just taking it step by step, but I want to try to be more active just so you guys can follow along, and if there's anything that you like, you guys can do it too. So I do want to be here to help and educate you guys as well. So pretty much just to recap, I think we're going to show the frogs first. We'll just do a quick glance over the plants, get to the geckos, the Isopod Rack, which is in my room, and then I'll just go around the fish room real quick and show you guys all of the tanks and plants I have in there. So just as a quick disclaimer, a lot of my area is still kind of messy. I just have clutter around. I just haven't had the energy to clean it up, but everything's fine. I still wanted to update you, and I figured if you guys want a piece of me, you get all of me. So if you guys see any mess, just close your eyes and turn away. I have been feeling a lot more motivated, so that should change soon. But it's not something I'm worried about because everyone's still taken care of. However, I will try to keep as much of it out of the view just so you guys can enjoy most of the tanks and enclosures. Okay, let's get started. So this is the tank that I recently set up for African dwarf frogs. I got 3 of them, and it's just like a half filled just so it's not too deep. It's a lot easier for them to swim up to breathe. There are 3 in total. I named them ravioli, meatball, and spaghetti. So it does have a filter on the back which runs a waterfall through here, but I unplugged it just for recording purposes because it does make a lot of noise. So I'm usually at my desk and they are fairly active just because they know I'm the source of food. So whenever I'm here, they actually try to like swim over. I'm gonna plug in the waterfall and just mute it so you guys can at least see what it looks like. So moving on to the frogs, to my first plant spot. I just have a few random plants. I'm not really gonna go over them, just gonna pan through a few pothos. There's an enjoy and a mandula, some satin, my umbrella plant, rubber plant, a few peperomias. It's kind of hard to see just because the light is in the back. A few philodendrons over here, some more string of hearts. Okay, so this is where I keep my leopard geckos. It's just in my room against this wall. I have the baby living in here. These are just the old inserts that I built. I haven't worked on hers just because I don't have the tank for it yet. However, this is the one that I want to first use the excavator clay with. Then over here we have the finished builds. It's where Cookie lives. That's where Honey is. Let's see if we can find them. So just because they are semi-permanent, I only take them out to clean them. I don't always get to see them, but Cookie has been staying up here more often. So there's Cookie. Have her in there. And these are the 40-gallon Exoterras. They're the large wide. So 36 by 18 by 18. Then moving down, Honey's normally hiding in the right side, but he does move a lot. See if I can stick you guys in there. And there he is. So what I do like more about the inserts is that I built them to be more concealing, to where the leopard geckos are able to hide and kind of not be seen, or just feel more enclosed if they want to. And I did do at least 4 hides on both of them, just so they have a variety of hot and cool hides and they can pick their favorite ones and be more comfortable. So I'm just using the third rack to hold stuff now, but when I get the third Exoterra, that gecko is gonna go up here. And I'm still calling her that gecko just because it's been a year and I haven't named her, but you can see her right there. Because she's coming out to say hi. Today is feeding day 2, so they probably think I'm coming with worms. So that's all the leopard geckos. I still have just the 3. I don't plan on getting the 4th one as I wanted the orange one. I figured I should really get everyone set up and established just so they have quality homes, and I don't want to be having more animals than I can manage as well. So the last thing in my room is the Isopod Rack, which is over there. I'm just gonna climb the bed because I have a few storage bins on the floor, but I want to show you guys the ones I have now and the rack itself. So here's the shelf. I have a link on the actual shelf itself, and the enclosures are the Exoterra's mini wide, which are just the 12 by 12 cubes. So I was thinking about plants in the Isopod Rack, however Isopods eat most plants. So I figured I'd just make it enclosures for them to be happy and healthy. You can do both, however it's just it's kind of difficult to balance, so I'm just gonna take what's better for the animals. Okay, so I do have 8 of these ones. I haven't filled them yet just because I want to put in more Cubera species, which I don't have a ton of. So the bins up here are just extra bins that I want for extra isopods, just because you can't really just have one. They're really addicting. So far I have these smaller bins, and they are vented. I drilled vents right here. And these bins are from IKEA, and I just got the vents off of Amazon. So I have the rubber duckies in that one, but I don't want to open and dig around just because I already did, and I don't want to bother them too much. I have my dairy cows in here. And they usually hide under here, as well as this one, and sometimes this one. For some reason, they don't use the bigger one as much. Okay. So that's the Isopod Rack. Once I do get more individual species, I can do a full video just on all of the isopods and the rack itself and get more into depth with detail on that. But since this is more of like just an update video, I'm just gonna do a quick run through, and then if you guys want more details, just leave in the comments what videos you guys want. If you want a whole video on a specific tank, care about something, just let me know. Okay, so that is everything in my room, and we're gonna move over to the fish room now. So this is how the fish room is now. It's just kind of cluttered and it's a little bit of a mess. So first I'm just gonna unplug all the sponge filters because they get loud. It's hard to hear, and you just hear more of the background sound than me. So I'm just gonna go left to right. These are just 2 jars that I have to grow feeders. I was gonna do brine shrimp in there, but I didn't really want to upkeep it, so now it's just growing Kato. I have a blackworm bin here that needs a water change. The blackworms are basically just a live food for all my freshwater fish. And then I have the shrimp tank here, which is the one I did the whole video about. I have Caridinas and Neos, and it's just a simple scape. I haven't been upkeeping the stems, so there's that. I might just scrap this whole area and do a saltwater tank, but that's just really just an afterthought right now. So over here I have the 8.6 gallon ADA tank. I'm running this one because I broke my other lily pipe. Just a quick run through. It's just mostly nano fish in here. And then I have the 22 long, which is now high tech. I connected my CO2R regulator and we're running CO2 and highlight now. It's a little harder to see just because of glare, but I did mostly orange fish in here, and then we have some plants going on. So I also wanted to get some shelves for there and there, just so I can like put some knickknacks, crystals, and plants. So here are the new tanks over here. I have a 10 gallon and a 5.5. So my first fish were guppies, and I've always been attached to them. So I set up a breeding rack, which the top tank is for the adults and the bottom one are for the fry. So I just added some more sand, so it is a little fuzzy. But we have the adults up here. So these tanks are just heated and filtered by sponge filters, which you can connect to one air pump. Here's this side now. I took a lot of stuff down. So basically this wall by the door is just for plants now. I have my Monstera up there, pothos up here, and a lot of just random plants on it. So I'm happy with the area right here. The rest of it is kind of just extra plants. So I'm very specific about where I put my plants because like it looks really nice there. Just empty area there, which is good because that means I have space for more plants. But I'm really specific just because I do want them to look a certain way and to fill in the space very nicely as well. So yeah, that is basically everything that's going on right now. I have more roly-polies on the way, which I've been staring out the window for the FedEx man to arrive, but he has not come yet. So that's why I figured I had time to record this video for you guys just to keep you updated. So that is basically just a quick update on everything. Again, just let me know if you guys want to see a specific video on a certain tank or enclosure. It helps me out a lot just because I don't know what I want to make a video about, and if I get the ideas, it's a lot easier for me to make the videos then. So that completes the update. Feel free to leave questions in the comments. I'll try my best to get back to them in a timely manner, and hopefully maybe there's a video next week. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I look forward to getting to know you guys a lot better and making videos a lot more often than I already do, since it's been 8 months and I wanted to get one out at least once a month. It was like once a week at one point, but it just did not happen. So we have a visitor. Say hi. This is Kona. He is an Australian cattle dog corgi mix. You can tell he's very old. He's turning 14 soon. And I will see you next time. Bye everyone.